Hey guys, it's G. Welcome to another MLB Perfect Inning Live video. Today we've got part 4 out of 4 in the Stars Buy It, Keep It, or Sell It series. Today it's the outfield, it's also catchers, and it's also DHs. We're going to jump into it pretty quickly here. Starting off with Bryce Harper, base overall of 88. Honestly, I think this is quite possibly the best card in the game right now. Sorry, 88 overall. I might have misspoke on that. The price tag's pretty high. I'm still very tempted to say buy though, just because it's an incredible card. What I would say is buy this one over Eric Hosmer. But seriously, you can probably sell this card and upgrade your team at multiple positions better than you could from buying or simply keeping Bryce Harper for your own team. Price on him has seemed to be going up, so you could also hold him with the intention to sell. But certainly note Bryce Harper is a beast, and that if I'm going to be saying sell, which I think I am saying keep to sell, that's from a financial standpoint, not from a skill standpoint. Next off, we have Brett Gardner, 90 mil in left field. These stats are actually pretty darn good. I could understand buying. I just think the price is too high, but I would buy. How about this? I would buy the stats. I would sell for the purpose of getting the points to invest in multiple players. Cody Bellinger. Seems kind of like a Gardner, except for he can play a couple more positions. Better against lefties versus against righties. A little bit faster, a little bit worse eye, not as great throwing. Man, the Bellinger train, the hype on him is at an all-time high. So I would look to keep to sell. If you're a Cody Bellinger fan, I'm not saying sell Cody Bellinger because he isn't good. I'm saying because so many people want Cody Bellinger, you will get people that overpay for him. So they'll pay more for Bellinger than what his skills are actually worth. You can take that overpay and invest it in cheaper players who maybe aren't as hyped but have very good skills. With Jose Bautista, I would hold off. You can see there's 18 of him up on the market. A righty masher, great power, very good defender. So long run, I personally would get him at some point. Like I said, the price point. You can see other people are selling him. There's no huge rush to buy him. There is no advantage to selling him if he's not going to sell anyways, so I'd say keep. And you can look to buy it if his price keeps going down. Mike Trout, not as much power, better contact, great running, very good fielding, throwing not so much. I'd wait for his price to come down, but I could buy him in center field. My current center fielder, Billy Hamilton, has more speed, but Trout's got excellent speed in his hitting and defense is that much better. And it really depends what you're looking for, but certainly hold off on doing anything with Trout while there's so many of him on the market. Andrew Benintendi, another guy where there's a bunch on the market. I would sell him in a heartbeat and then save up a little bit to get Trout. Just being honest here. Kevin Pillar, defensive whiz. Not too bad offensively. I guess unless you really need an arm in center field, I would look to sell. I don't think he's selling currently, but I would look to sell and then invest in a Trout or something. Cameron Maybin, wow, 96 speed. And he's a left fielder. I'll say ask yourself what fits your lineup. If you need a speed guy in the outfield, buy. If you don't need a speed guy in the outfield, sell. If you want to try him out and see what happens, hold. His price could go up, could go down. I feel like it's going to stay where it's at for a little bit. Next up, Charlie Blackmon. Contact hitter, not much power, can field, can't really throw. Market's flooded with him, but if you can sell him, we've just seen other center fielders more intriguing. However, I would keep him over Benintendi. I'd keep him over Benintendi, other than for a throwing arm, but Blackmon's hitting more than makes up for it. Mitch Haniger. I'm going to start pretending that you could buy or keep or sell. Let's ignore market conditions at this point for the most part. With Haniger, I would sell. Only good against righties, not much power. Not that fast. There's better defenders in right field than him. Hunter Renfroe. I would buy Renfroe over Haniger. Renfroe is not the best hitter, but very good defensively. Aaron Judge. Buy. Buy. 98 power. Crazy good contact. Well, not crazy good contact, but mid to upper 70s. Not bad for Judge. And then the defense. That's some really good defensive stats on top of everything else. You have a DH Mark Trumbo. I would sell him. Use the points to buy, if nothing else, his 2016 All-Star card, which I think is much better than this. Jay Bruce. I would cautiously buy. He's a very strong defender. I just don't like his offense as much. Being honest here, Avisail Garcia. If you need a lefty masher, buy him. He can defend. And honestly, I would buy him over Haniger, because he's got better power and at least the same defense. Now we're into the first of the catchers, Yadier Molina. With all respect to Yadi, a great catcher. He doesn't have a great throwing arm, and his offense isn't high enough to set him apart from any other catcher. I would sell him, and I would buy an all-star catcher. Because the all-star catchers, I think, have similar, if not better, stats at a cheaper price. Salvador Perez. Wow, this is actually tough because he's got 89 throwing, 95 fielding. I would keep him to suss him out given the market conditions. If he was selling for anything around the price of an all-star catcher, I would sell him and pick up an all-star catcher. Reason being, all-star catcher will have better offense, similar defensive stats. But hey, if you want the best defensive catcher, Perez could actually be your best option. Back to the outfield with Michael Conforto. A righty masher. Not much of an arm, but can field. I think I would honestly sell. Reason being, this is a point where all-star players start to kick in. Chris Davis I could actually keep. Not a great arm. You could always DH him, but look at that. Not terrible contact. Very good power. And he is a good fielder, too. So, if you think you can get by without the best arm out there, or if you throw equipment and level him up a bit to get his arm at least respectable, I think you could keep him. Adam Jones, a lot of him on the market. I would sell him. Honestly, at this point, if you made me choose between the 78 Adam Jones and my player of the month, Billy Hamilton, I'd take Billy Hamilton and pocket the points. I feel like Jones just isn't that great of a hitter. Like, not to say he has bad hitting stats, they're just not good enough, and his running's not good enough, and his defensive stats, none of them are singularly good enough to offset the fact that he's overall pretty mediocre. To Buster Posey, I would sell him. Outside of the fact he can absolutely get hits off lefties, and he can have a good eye for simulation, defensively he's weaker than, again, any of the all-star catchers. His power isn't there, and against righties it looks like he'll struggle. We're down to the last few. We've got Corey Dickerson. Really strong contact. Power's a little bit lacking. Throwing's lacking. I'm surprised this is a left fielder and not a DH. Depending on how his price goes, I could get on board with buying it, similar to Chris Davis. In Chris Davis's terms, it's elite power. Dickerson, elite contact. Again, you have to weigh what you want in a DH, what you want in a left fielder, and can you put up with the weak arm. To Matt Kemp, I would sell Matt Kemp and get either Dickerson or Davis or an all-star. Steven Souza Jr., surprisingly high contact for a guy who strikes out a lot. Fielding and throwing are tolerable. I feel like it's another DH candidate. Personally, I would sell for Dickerson or Davis. If you need a right fielder specifically, you could honestly go a VCL Garcia. I feel like right field you do need a little bit of an arm, especially because you need to make throws both to third and to home. With left field, where your only long throws are going to be to home, if you sacrifice an arm there, it's like you're still giving up runs. It's not as bad, though. This Justin Upton card, similar to Adam Jones, I think it's just too mediocre all around. I would sell it. And finally, Christian Yelich in center field. His price is already down to 14 mil. Very underwhelming card. I would sell. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new for more MLB Perfect Inning live content. If you've had experiences with these players and think I'm wrong, please drop a comment. I keep all the comments up there. I encourage you to read the comments as well, because as the prices change, as people get more experience with these relatively new players, certainly opinions shift over time. But MG, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, and as always, peace out.